Pissy Pamper Slat here. What do you guys do when you have really bad internet? What games can you play? I have to play Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies solo because every other game I just get disconnected. My inspiration for this video comes from Choice. Link down in the description. Go sub. Let's just go. Uh. Okay. Let's just go. First map on the chopping block. Shadows of Evil. Spawn in. Crouch, boom, 100 points. The curse sleeps. Not for long. Beast mode, boom, shock that. Boom, break that. Jump on that car. Because if you jump on that car, actually, you can kind of get in like a glitch spot over that fence. Boom, zap that fence. Gonna break. No, we're gonna shock that box. It's gonna drop one of the ritual items, shock stamina, boom. Return to human form. Pick up the summoning key. Boom. RK5, boom. Quick revive. Of course. Don't want to be ending the game prematurely. Pick up the fumigator. Open this door. Boom. Pick up the lawyer's pen. Speed up here a little bit. Gonna go do the first ritual. Begin the ritual. Pick up the worm. Open that. Gonna go beast mode, boom, grapple Spider-Man. Go shock this box down here. Open up canal. So we can do the ritual. Open that Cthulhu box. We'll be needing that later. Open that, boom, break that. I actually thought I didn't break that there. But I'll go down to the canal. I actually did break it. Pick that up. Do the ritual. Speed it up. Boom. Gate worm. 2 of 4. Margot spawns at the end of the second ritual every time. So you have to kill this teddy bear. And green. And yellow. You actually drop some Margot heart on the first Margot every single time. You need for the Apothecant Servant. Pick that up. Come up here to the tram joint. Call it tram. We're looking for 2 symbols. Boom, I get one of them. It's a 4-leaf clover, actually. Second one coming up. Boom. 2 arrows with a line going through them. Like a skewer kebab. Come up here, do the third ritual beast mode thing. Spider-Man there. I don't know why I did that. I could just go to the other spot first. Break that. Use a second beast mode because I bought it out on the first one so hard. Open this door. Shaboing. Open this door. Boom. Pick up the championship belt for the boxer. The lore for this map, it's like the Shadow Man was like talking to them or something, and he convinced one of the 4 characters, like each of the 4 characters, to kill someone they knew. And here the championship guy, he was like sacrificing his friend or whatever, and I had to sacrifice like a client or something in that one room. So we buy this. Boom, beast mode, grapple that, shock that box, of course. Boom, shocked. Grapple up here. That's like the one thing I really like about this map is like, I like the beast mode. You get so much freedom. Boom, break that. Boom, shock that. I didn't even shock that, but that still got in the way, whatever. I also get this one right by the hair there for the Cthulhu box, for the Apothecon egg you'll be needing later. So go down into this nice little strip club looking thing, the black lace. Boom, ritual. It's like, kind of need that for the ammo, whatever. This is actually, I didn't even know you could change the tracks, I'll be honest. And I was like, bruh. So I changed it, and then I missed the symbol on the first time. That was the symbol we already got. We already got that one. Actually, no. We needed that one, because that one has no skewer. It's 2 pizza slices, no skewer. So we record that. There's always like some goofy ass keepers that spawn down here. Just kill them. Pack a punch right there. Boom. Opened. Now we're gonna shock to get the Apothecon sword. We will have to upgrade that for the Easter egg, as the title of the video declares. Big word. Boom, shock that, open that. So it's ease of access later. We don't have to use the TP. I get a red screen here. I just get double swiped. I had to hit the box like 1 time just to not have the Bloodhound and the RK5, because those weapons are kind of piss. So kill these guys, get souls for the Apothecon egg. We have to do this 4 times across the map. Boom, pick that shit up. Second location. Why is he moving like that? I don't like how they move. They're supposed to be statues, but meow. I didn't want to waste ammo. I had no ammo, so I had to melee the little bugs. They're actually a one-shot melee, like any round, I'm pretty sure. But boom, we get the max ammo. We just wait for more zombies. You can actually do a little spawn manipulation if you sprint in that corner. Like, they will guarantee spawn from that window and like close sewer. Get stamina up, of course. Boom, shock that, get jug. I have to do some crazy training here. A tight ass room. Boom. And we got stock options, so I don't have to reload. It'll take from reserves. Just kill these guys. Get this doubled points. Look at the points. It's so beautiful. Kill that, run out of ammo. Use the RK5, but we got the egg done. So now I'm on to the 4th spot. Get this Cthulhu guy done as well. Got the HVK, one of the best ARs. I get a Nuki Pookie. We don't want to pick that up because we need the souls. But now once you're done with all the eggs, you can put that shit in there. And boom, you have the Apothecon sword. Now we open a pack of punch. We place the 4 worms in the little holders. Pack the HVK. Pack it again. Hopefully we don't get turned, because turned is ass, capital A. We got dead wire. Fantastic. Now we're going back here to the investigators investigation spot. We give this nice little keeper the arch ovum so we can get the upgraded sword. Now for this ritual, it's like you put the egg there to upgrade it. 2 Margos spawn. They're like weaker Margos. They don't have the full HP. They die pretty fast. You just kill them. Boom. The egg will flash. You don't have to pick it up. You just get it back in your inventory. You do that 4 times total, so 3 more. And then you will get the upgraded sword. So you decide to get double tap here. Boom. 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 Zap all those. Get the perk. Come on. There you go. Boom. You can that like little diffuse. Use that for the civil protector. I never used it. My playthrough. You don't really need it. Get the haymaker. Kill these guys at the waterfront, the wharf. Upgrade that bit. Insta kill. Boom. Mow these guys down. The final egg. The egg. Boom. Flashes on the left side of the screen. That is done. After the final one. This one was a doozy. I'm not gonna lie. This one was a doozy. It's kind of tight. So you gotta be on top of your training here. If I kill this guy, I get the nuke. I don't know why I bought it out here. I had to use anywhere but here to, you know, not down. So we go back to spawn. Haul ass all the way back here. The egg is still upgrading, so it's whatever. And then I have to kill the Margwas. Boom, boom, boom. Get the egg. Go down to pack. Pack a bunch of the haymaker. And when it's packed, it's called the I don't know. I didn't get to see it. It was too fast. The shoe shining 100. Go back up here. I give him the arch ovum. He gives me the reborn sword. I don't know. I'm not pronouncing that. So I don't want to kill those guys yet because I don't want to end the round. So I can do the next step in the Easter egg. You have to press F on that Morellonomicon Chronorium. This is the worst step in the whole game. Arguably the worst step. My least favorite step in any Easter egg. Flag step. You basically place the flag and the Shadow Man will spawn, and if you let him do his little summoning thing, he summons bugs. But you just kill him like that. And the meatballs spawn, they do a shit ton of damage. I actually got the second part for the Apothecon Servant, but I didn't want to risk getting it and let the flag break. So we get the flag, get the max ammo. You get the max ammo on like certain spots. So I do this. This one was hard. They just came from like everywhere. I kind of bought it out too, but you will see the flag is going to shatter. There's just too many. There's like 4 meatballs and the Shadow Man, and then I gotta reload. You know, I don't have speed cola, which is something I should have gotten. Boom, pick that up. Only one more for the Apothecon Servant. I packed the Dingo because it has more ammo in the mag. Do that again. I get turned. We don't like turn. Turn is disgusting, but I didn't have points. So boom, places back here because if you fail one of them and you go into the second one, sorry, you do one of them and then you go to the second one, you fail, you have to go back to the first one. I get a red screen here. I ran into the pillar because that's what you do when you get a red screen. So I actually go around pod hunting. When it's purple, you can get the part from the Apothecon Servant. I built it, boom. This is like the coolest wonder weapon. Do that flag, get the max ammo. Standard issue. Go to the second spot. This one is the not fun one, but and I have a bright idea to summon the sword. Sword helped a lot. And in the video, this guy said, I'm pretty sure he said to run into those purple things. Whoever said that, you're stupid, man. That almost downed me. Anyways, you put the flag in these. Every spot that you did the ritual, you put the flag in. And then that guy absorbs the power of the flag. Because that makes sense. And then you do that 3 more times. It's just gameplay of it 3 more times. So to keep you guys entertained, let's do a little story time. So this one time when I lived in Rotunda, this one guy I used to go to school with, his name was Sean, and the other one's name was Eric. Now Eric's last name was Sean, so his name was Eric Sean. But I also had another friend, Sean. And he was like a really good soccer player, Sean guy. And I'd go to his house. His family was like rich or whatever. So he had like he had 2 apartments, but they were like conjoined. They like knocked down the wall, they like renovated it, so they had 2 apartments. And I'd go to his house sometimes. I'd be like, "What's up?" He was like super into FIFA or whatever, so we play on his game. And one day his like parents weren't home or whatever. He had a nanny, and we go to the to his kitchen because you know we're like going a snack or whatever. And that's when I found out he eats kale, like straight up. Kale juice, kale this, kale that, kale chips. He eats whatever kale. And I was like, you know, I'm not gonna knock it till I try it. And then, pause. Look at this down. What am I doing? Anyway, back to the story. Get all my perks again. He played FIFA, you know, his nanny was home. I don't know where he learned this word, but he was talking about some orgy. And his parents came home and we didn't know or something. And he was like talking about, oh, let's have an orgy or whatever. And I was like, what? And his parents came out and they were like, Sean, how do you know that word? And his parents are African, so they're like, dude, they were stern. I'm not gonna lie. And he was just like, what? He had to cap his ass off. He was like, what does that mean? What does that mean? Orgy? I don't know. I just learned that word. Crazy. I don't know how he learned that word at like 12, 13 or whatever. It was like the 5th grade. Boom. Absorb that soul. Now we're on to the boss fight. The boss fight could use some work. It was whatever. You have to activate this thing to shoot the Shadow Man until it gets to the book, and then you press F or X or square on the book, whatever you're on. And if you fail it, a Margot spawns, and you gotta activate all the keepers again. And you gotta, you know, fun stuff. But they break his shield. I get this dead wire dingo. Boom, slowly make his way over there. Make sure he's on top of it. Press F. Gets absorbed into the key. Boom. Turns into the worm. Actually, no, I lied. He turns into the key. I think when you're playing a 4-player and you're not solo, he turns into like a huge ass gate worm. And here's just footage of the sword. I actually never used the sword. I've only used it because you need it for the Easter egg fully upgraded. It's cool. It's cool. You know, I like the weapons on this map. They're alien. But I go down here because Easter egg finished. I have 3 downs. 2 of the downs were kind of like, yeah, they're whatever. But Real General 556. Yeah, good out there. Now we're on the Horizon Drag. Boom, spawn in. Get this nice little rocket thing going on here. Boom, blast off. I get double points early here from the tram, which is fantastic. Do these dragon heads to get the bow. This map, it's alright. I think it's kind of overrated. I mean, it was pretty innovative with like the dragon heads. You know, it's never done before. Soul boxes. I really like that. Game lags. I thought I crashed there, but we're gonna get the lightning bow because on solo you only need 1 bow, which is fantastic. I don't want to get all 4 bows. I don't even know how to get all 4 bows. So boom, get that. There's like a little cheesy thing you can do here if you aim where my crosshair is, like in between the mountains almost. You can hit that from, like, you don't have to go all the way down to the rocket launch. But I hit that one, boom. Hit this 3rd one, boom. Nice and easy. Now you gotta go on these 4 symbols in 1 anti-gravity like cycle. Anti-gravity was kind of low here. I don't know what that guy was doing. Jerry was trying to trip me up. Boom. The reason I was doing all these Easter eggs is, so I had no internet, right? I had really bad internet. I gotta do these soul boxes or whatever to make it spark, and then the bow gets boom sparked. But yeah, I had really bad internet, and like Call of Duty like solo, it's like it's not Wi-Fi intensive because I am playing on online servers because I want the XP. But boom. You gotta reshoot it with the urns to make it a lightning storm. With the urn, and iron urn. Get the Ragnarok piece here, because you do need that for the Easter egg. I never knew how to get this piece until like I actually started doing this solo. You have to like go to the rocket, and as soon as it's launching, you gotta flip a switch, and then when it's done launching inside, you gotta flip a switch, and then it spawns on the teleporter there. But boom, the third storm, firestorm. Now there's gonna be like a blue cloud. You just interact with that, you get the arrow. So prior to like making this video, obviously, I've only done Revelation solo. We'll get to that later, but when I did a solo, I didn't know that you had to melee with the summoning key before you went into the portal to go to Nocturne and Toten. So the summoning key fell under the map, and I had to use cheats to get it, so I never did it at like legit. But obviously I do it legit in this video because that's what it's called. Get this bow here, and before I pick up the bow, I hit the teleporter right here, and then I get the upgraded bow. It just makes it faster. I don't have to, you know, go back and forth getting the unupgraded one again. Then these Margos spawn, you get the wisps. I don't know how I shot 2 shots with 1 arrow there. It's kind of interesting. But let's just get all the wisps. Thought I'd change the setting on the mic. But boom. Boom. There's only 8 spawns, and they're not too far from each other. And you have a lot of tuck. When you get all the wisps, it turns purple. Hold F to teleport. Get these 2 little charges. And get this Baja Blast. You gotta remember that code. Very important. I wait here because there's guaranteed a Panzer to spawn there every time. Unless there's a launch. There's a launch, so there's no Panzer. Put the charge in, boom, set it to protect. I didn't know you had to do this part. Like, you had to actually turn on that death ray. Once I turn on the death ray, I can do this, Simon says. So it was E, lightning, E. I pressed lightning there. I swear on everything, I pressed lightning. But the game was like, no. So I had to go back in, like go back in time, come back. Whatever, I had to do it. So now I'm doing Simon Says to activate the death ray. So I just, you know, screenshot it because it's solo, you can pause. I look to the side. And then I just, Simon Says, you know. Yeah, I'm doing these Easter eggs all with classic gums. Because, you know, having Perkaholic and shit and like raindrops, it's just not, I mean, Power Fantasy, you can fulfill that if you want, but I don't find it fun. I know Aiden watching this video is gonna go like, oh, it makes it more of a challenge to use classic gums. I don't know why I made him sound like Squidward. Anyway, boom, get 2 of the rays done. I messed up the first time because I did the rocket launch one on a separate round, so I have to go back and do that. Activate the death ray. I shoot down Dempsey's rocket. The lore for this map is kind of crazy. They found like Dempsey's body and they sent him into space on the moon to get some research done. But we shoot down the rocket before it gets to the moon, obviously. Boom. Clock tower destroyed. The bell is there. It's a thing. And we get this artifact. I don't know what that is, but we need it. You gotta go back in time to yeah, you activate that, you put the floppy disk in, and it reveals that slab. Nice little stone slab. We're actually almost done the Easter egg already, which is kind of crazy. I thought this one was a little harder before I did it. But you activate that, put the artifact into like that slot. Then we have to fill up souls with the lightning bow in 4 different locations. Boom. Dogs always spawn during this step like constantly, which is something. It's very annoying. We have to put the slab into that one, because that's what we went back in time for, because that pillar was missing the slab. So we just do that. You know, get this one done. Boom. The last zombie on that round as well. I don't know what was going on here, actually. I thought the game was bugged, and I was like, bruh. Like, he was like reminiscing. He was sad or something. I didn't know what was going on. So I went down, I bought the door because I didn't buy it yet. And I thought that would fix it. And actually it does fix it, thank God. I thought I was gonna have to restart, and I was like, man, I'm not restarting again. Boom, last zombie again. So once all 4 of the slabs are charged, he like becomes like real shit. You can actually like, he's like tangible. I don't know what's going on here. There's some witchcraft. Insidious four corners of the earth here. They lift him up. I think he gets teleported into the MPD, which is like that triangle thing that was in that room earlier. And there's like the voice memo of like, I don't know, the guy's like, Dr. Garf is like, oh my god, the keeper is in here, oh my god. So we'd get teleported inside of, I don't know if this is the MPD or not, honestly. It's just like a dome room. So this boss fight, I say it's hard if you don't know what you're doing, because there's like a wipe mechanic. But, you know, I do know what I'm doing. So it's a light work. You basically just run around in circles. And then when you get to the middle, you place the Ragnarok. And then it's like a damage phase. So you just, right here, boom, place that. You can throw a monkey if there's hella zombies, but there wasn't because they all died to the Ragnarok. So his chest is going to open. If you have the rocket launcher, the XM, it actually one-shots him. So you get max damage. But I have the danger closest gobblegum here because, like, in the description of the gobblegum, it's like negates all explosive damage, and with the panzers shoot at you, those little like the rods, like the blue shits like that, it's explosive, so it doesn't shake your screen and it doesn't damage you. The only thing that can damage them, or the only thing they can do to damage you, is they can like melee you, they can hit you, and they can use like the flamethrower. But I'm never in range for that, so I basically take no damage. I throw a monkey because I don't want to die, I don't want to restart. So, damage phase, boom. Porter's X2. Do it for the 3rd time here. Monkey bomb, boom. There's like 2 or 3 or 4 panzers that spawn after every damage phase, but I cut that out. Nobody wants to see that. You already saw it one time, you already know how it goes. So I keep shooting here. I don't know if you have to. I don't think you do, but I didn't want to restart again. So he does spin jutsu, your screen turns white. You get teleported out. And now the keeper is, I don't know if he's in the summoning key or not. I don't know the lore. But you place the summoning key, it charges maybe his soul or whatever. Take it out. And you can put the summoning key on the console, the computer. And now we blow up the moon. Because we don't want Dr. Groff to like continue his research or whatever. So that's nice. Nice and wholesome. And now there's like a audio clip that plays here, and he's like, oh my god, what are you doing? Ah, you're gonna blow me up. Okay, I lied. He actually takes the soul there. He doesn't send it up yet. But when you're done, you get all the perks. I think permanently, except for quick revive when you down. So that's cool. Obviously, I don't use the benefit of this because I don't really like high rounds. I think it gets boring fast. So Pissy Pamper Slat, we're joined by him in this map. Yeah, 1 down, not too bad. Oh, I had a nice little water break. So now we are on Zesty Bo no Shima. And when I first played this map, not the first time, but when I was doing the Easter egg solo, I was in a call with Nicholas Cordero. Shout out to Egg. And he was like, did you know Zetsubo means despair in Japanese? And he was like, I learned that through Black Clover. I mean, I learned that through Black Clover too, but then my brother came in the room Like, I'm not even kidding. Like 20 seconds later, he's like, "Oh, what are you doing?" I was like, "Oh, I'm playing Zesty no Shima," and he was like, "Oh, Zetsubo means despair." He's like, "I learned that through Black Clover," and I was like, "All right, man. Okay." So round 1, we get the points. We get max ammo. I would like double points better, but it's alright. We get that, boom. Get the skulls. Now you need the 4 skulls to get the skull of Nan Sapwe. It's like the best specialist weapon. The shit like one taps any round. It's super good. Has a lot of zombie killing potential. Lasts a long time. And this map, it's like, I don't know. The lore is like Takeo was serving the emperor. And he was like doing his experiments or whatever, I think. And he had enough of all that. He didn't want any more of that. So he went... I don't know if he like went against the emperor or whatever, but they locked his ass in the bunker. And he was overgrown. I think they maybe experimented on him or something. I don't know. Japan was crazy during this time. They also got bombed. So I don't know if I should have said that, I'm gonna be honest. But we pick up the Bowie knife because you down with the Bowie knife. So I go to the second rotation of me attempting this. And I said, fuck that. I'm not doing that challenge. Shoot the heads off. Shooting the heads off the mutated zombies is not bad, but when they're like transforming, you have like literally a 1-second window, if that. I don't know why I'm showing the fails that midway through. Should be at the end, but whatever. I get the Argus. Activate the fan trap because I think it's gonna kill the fat ass. But the fat ass is fat, so he walks through the damn fan trap. I don't know. He's Thanos. The second one also walks through the fan trap, and then I gotta matrix my shit there. But I got the Argus and the Kuda. Not very good. So now I have 2 fat asses on me. Argus does piss damage. Kuda does even more piss damage. I can't matrix my way out of that one. So I down because they're too fat. So now I don't know what this clip is. Oh, I do know what this clip is. I think I get an insta kill or some shit. I don't know. But okay, maybe I don't. Whatever. I think it's the actual run. Oh no, it's not. It's not the actual run. Okay, so long story short, I think this run was going really good. Okay, what is the camera? Why? Okay. And then I get fucking... I lose connection because my internet is shitty, right? So I should be playing it offline, but I want the XP, so I'm not gonna play offline. And I get kind of pissy. It was only round 6, so that's whatever. So now this is the real one. Get the water. I don't know why I made Zestibo so long. Zetsubo. I hit the box round 2 because I want to. The Razorback. I've literally gotten this gun like twice in zombies. I don't really hit the box like that. Now we inject the guy to get his juice, his purple plutonium. I don't know why he's purple. I don't know why it comes out purple. So anyways, to get your attention, story time. So this one time in 5th grade, I had a teacher. Her name was Miss Fitzgerald, like the guy at FNAF. His name is Scott Fitzgerald. That's how I remembered her name. Anyway, her class, it was probably one of my favorite classes, cause like in 5th grade you have like homeroom, and in that homeroom you do like everything. You do like science, math, English, whatever. And there were some characters in that class. Let me tell you. We had this one guy, his name was Owen. There was actually 2 Owens. So one of them, his last name was Darn, and the other one was Sullivan. And Darn, he was funny as shit, but he was super skinny, and he knew how to like mod Minecraft and all that. And back then, if you had modded Minecraft, you were the shit. I'm not gonna lie, you were cool. So I had to ask him how to do it. And his nerd friend, his name was his government name. I don't even know what it was, but it was Bora. That's what everybody called him, like BORA. So he taught me how to do it, and everybody in that class was like super tight. We were all friends. So I asked this other guy, his name was Brian, and I asked Brian like, "Oh, do you know how to mod Minecraft or whatever?" And he was like, "Nah." I was like, "All right, whatever." So I got Owen and Boar to do it for me. And one day we were chilling in homeroom. I think it was towards like the end of the year, or whatever, because everybody was like kind of done with school. And this one girl, Caroline, I'm name dropping like crazy. I'm sorry. Her name was Caroline, and I sit right next to the teacher, and she sits right behind me. So they were conversing, you know. I'm like the middleman. I'm like intercepting all the messages here. So she goes like she like whispers to the teacher or something. I don't know why she didn't talk to her after class about this, but she was like, "Oh, I like somebody in the class," and I was like, "All right, well I know who it is because she talks weird to this one dude like all the time," and she liked Owen Sullivan. I mean, Owen Sullivan, you know, he was athletic, he was tall, he was fast. That's what the girls like in middle school, elementary school even. So I intercepted that message and I said out loud, "You like Owen Sullivan?" That's what everybody called him. "You like Sully?" So now she's crying. I felt at the time I didn't really feel bad because I was like, "What the fuck, man? It's not that deep." Owen probably doesn't even remember this. I'm gonna be honest. So that happened. She was crying, and the teacher gave me the look. Not like she's mad, but she was like, "Bruh." She gave me the bruh look. And there's this one other time, I was just chilling, and sometimes I'll like swallow weird, so I'll like choke on my spit. And I said out loud, I don't know why, I don't know what prompted me to say this out loud, but I was like, "Oh, I choked on my spit." And the teacher, she was like, "Oh, I just did too." I was like, "That's crazy." We had that thing going on. Like here, I'm checking my challenges, get the skull back. Uh, I think this map is overhated. I like the atmosphere. It's okay. It fits the map. You know, it's Island of Despair. Uh, it's alright. The skulls can be annoying sometimes because I think the second, third, and fourth skulls they spawn more enemies and they spawn spiders as well, which is I don't know, it's whatever. It makes the map more challenging, I guess, but I don't want the skull to break. I've never had it break, but I don't know. I don't even know if I can if the zombies hit it too much. So I use the KT4 shot. Boom, pick up the skull. We need like 2 more skulls. The wonder weapon on this map is so ass if you don't charge it. You have to charge it. The unupgraded one, round 14, if you charge it, it doesn't even kill the bruisers, the big guys. So one of my challenges, I have to kill zombies while mutating, so I kill them right there, boom. I go back here, and one of the pillars, one of like the cylinders is lit up, so I look at the other ones. It counted, thankfully, so that's always nice. If I spin the box here, I'm not picking that shit up, I'm gonna be honest. Those are kind of not that good. So I go down here, I get this mask part. I think this is the final skull thing. I packed the Razorback. It's called the Gullin Bursty. I don't know who fuck making these names, I'm gonna be honest. The quality on this video is so ass. I'm sorry, I didn't optimize the settings. So for me it's pixels. I can't imagine what it's gonna be like for you. But I placed that skull. Get the last one, which is the underground place. Underground place is it's whatever. It's cool, but it's claustrophobic. Whatever. Cleanse the skull. Boom. And we do this little ritual to get the skull of Nansapwe. Let's see what other stories we got here. Oh, the teachers at my school in elementary school, the same one with like the Caroline story, they were freaking crazy, man. One of them, like my teacher, she was funny. She was like a cool mom, like in a sense. It's kind of weird to say, but whatever. The other teacher, her name was Miss Green. She was chill. She was cool. She was a geometry teacher. I didn't like geometry. I don't like math, but she was okay at her job. And she like called out for something, She was like super sick, like she almost died type shit. She was in the hospital. She was hospitalized for like weeks and months even. This was after like 5th grade, so I didn't have her as a teacher anymore. But it was sad, you know. I saw some kid show me on Instagram, and she posted on Instagram like this, like she was posted up like this, like in a wheelchair, like she had a bunch of IVs in her shit, and I don't know, I felt bad. There was another teacher. Her name was the Wispalair, or a scary ass name. Her name was Miss de Wispalair. Everybody said she was like super mean and stern, but when I went to her like for after class, I was like doing some math thing. She was pretty nice. Pause on that story. This spider fight, I bought out so hard. I'm gonna blame it on the Gulen Bursty because this gun's it's really not that good. It just sounds cool. It sounds like the OG pack-a-punch weapons from like Black Ops 2. But the spider like has like the two claws. It alternates, so it goes like boom, then boom, then boom, then boom. But I thought I was a hero, so I didn't give a shit. Anyways, back to the story. She had a wedding and she had like a honeymoon or whatever, and I don't know if this is true, but she was like showing her pictures, like projecting them on the screen, and somebody said she had nudes on there, and she like quickly scrolled past or something. I don't know if that's true. That's crazy if it's true. That's like, I don't know. I would fire her ass. I'm not gonna lie, and that's crazy. But yeah, there was some interesting teachers. One of them, you know, his name was Mr. Seagraves. Dude, he was the male manipulator. I'm not gonna lie. I was sick a lot. Like no BS. Like he thought I was skipping, like just to skip in elementary school. Like who skips just to skip in elementary? That shit is easy. So it was math class. So he was like, oh, maybe this kid doesn't like math. I would be in and out hella in elementary school because I had strep throat a lot. I had all that stuff. It was not fun. And he like wrote my mom an email. He was like, I know your son is skipping on purpose. He said, I know. Like that guy was so set on like he was on my downfall. And then dude, I had to meet with him so much after school. Like my parents like just say, no way you're accusing me of doing this right now in elementary. That's crazy. If it was high school, maybe. You know, people do skip. I skipped a lot senior year. So whatever. And at graduation at elementary school, he came up to me. Dude, he started crying. And he was like, oh, I'm so proud of you. I'm sorry. Like, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I thought it was wholesome. But then when my dad, like, he also saw that and he was like, why is he faking it right now? I was like, bruh. He's probably just like a genuine guy now that he knows that I wasn't BSing. I don't know, every teacher in that school had really weird names, like the Wispalair, Papathanasiou. She was Greek. She was interesting. There was another teacher. She was Indian. She was really nice until she wasn't. She was like super mean one time. She kind of snapped, but it was deserved because some kid was weird. Same kid in that class stole my goddamn fidget spinner, and I was so pissed. That shit was like $15. It was one of them like prismatic ones. Like it was like purpley, goldy. It was, I'm sure you guys know. Everybody was around for that craze. But I found a fidget spinner one time, and it belonged to Brian in the previous story, you know? The guy asked for mods for Minecraft. Yeah, it was his, and he saw me spinning that shit, and he was like, oh, I lost mine, you know, that looks like mine, can I have it? And I was like, fuck. Yeah, you can have it. So I gave it to him. This step in the Easter egg, people say it's really bad. I don't really mind it. You mesmerize that door with the KT4 with the skull, and you plant a seed, and you have to place rainbow water. You water it with gay water for 3 rounds straight. Look at Jeremy. I don't know what Jeremy's doing. He's just chilling up there. Kill his ass. Get this water pocket. Hella zombies here. This is super sketch going down mid round. Thank God I got the insta kill. You can use the skull's pretty safe to use down there too if you want to get out, but I don't know. Anywhere but here is also really nice because you need that for this Easter egg. For some reason they thought it would be a good idea to force you to use a gobble gum, which is weird. But I get my perks back. This step it's kind of super annoying. It's like a chance to spawn that bullet, and that bullet only spawns when you mesmerize the elevator door. And then once you mesmerize that elevator door, that big plane, like the cargo ship, it like starts flying over, and you have to load that bullet in there to shoot that plane. But I didn't know you have to load it, and once it's loaded, then you can fire. So I just loaded it the first time. So I trained the zombies until I don't know, I throw fireworks because I'm bored. But the plane's here. I hold F, and it shoots right now. And that plane was clearly over the trajectory, but whatever. So the cog lands. I don't know why I'm pointing like you can see it, but the cog lands. And I get the gate water right here. You press F, boom. There's like a blue little rock on the side that has the 115 water. Prismatic looking water, whatever. So you get that. Cog lands here, I believe. Yeah, boom, steaming hot buns. Get that. The whole Easter egg is repairing an elevator, which is, you know, in hindsight, I don't know if I'm using that word correctly. It's boring. It's kind of lame, but I get the final trial. Thank God, round 18. That's kind of late for the. Actually, it's super late for the trials. This is where I found out you can actually charge the KT4, which is insane. I didn't know you can do that until I started beating the Easter egg solo. So the best way to do the mutated challenge, like before they're enraged, is as soon as they spawn in, you take the skull out and you kill them, because the skull, it stun locks them, and it also just kills them, so they don't have time to evolve. I meant enrage. So here's me, boom, watering with the pride water, nice and cool. I start suffocating here. That's not a big deal. But there's hella zombies, so I gotta use the that gun. It's sketch, so I pull out the skull. Thank God I pulled out the skull. There were so many more zombies. Get speed cola. Go back down for the third time. Get some water going. Some of that pride water. Ally, of course. Breaking the spore sacks underwater give you water. They give you air. So on my third time down there, I just anywhere but here, and I thought you had to anywhere but here in the spider's end because that's what everybody says. But I anywhere here down there, and it brought me up. So I get the cog. That cog is super free. You just need the gobble gum. So I watered the water third time. I watered the seed third time. Sorry. Come down here the next round. Get the upgraded KT4 piece. Anywhere but here again because I'm not trying to get stuck down there. Anyways, here I get the challenge done. So I take out the skull. As soon as I see, I'm pointing again, that guy, he goes down, and as soon as he comes up, I wait for him to come up, and then I mesmerize him. He doesn't have time to get enraged. Cake. Literally cake. So I wait in the center because now once you do all the challenges, the lightning can strike. Whatever. Spider-Man, doesn't really matter, but I get the lightning shield. So I have to shock this console right here. And in solo, it does it for you because you don't have another player, but you go down there and it shuts the cage for you, and it also lowers down for you. And in a co-op, somebody has to send you down. So right here, you go down into this, I don't know, it's super blue. You can see my face is blue as hell. But you get this little vial, and people say it's like liquid divinium or whatever, but I don't know, it's just the blue vial that the KT4 uses as goo ammunition. Also, the Pack-a-Punch camo on this map is fugly. I don't know, I just don't like it. Gives me heebie-jeebies. This one's kind of embarrassing. So in the video I watched, Mr. Raffle Waffles, they all put out their Easter egg guides as fast as they can so they can get more views, obviously, so they can get like the guide out faster. So in the guide, he says, shock the box and spam your controls. So I spam my shit. That's not even my fault, I'm gonna be honest. I don't, like, there's one button, you have to press melee. So I'm pissed, I say okay, whatever. I thought this was GG. I had to get all my perks again. But you have to melee. You melee instead of doing any other goofy ass button combination. Or upgrade, which is called the Masamune. I have to say, out of all of the maps in Black Ops 3, this is on the bottom. This wonder weapon is mid. It looks cool, but I don't know. I don't really like it like that. I get the electric shield again, the first one. So now, boom, I melee it, I get the cog. It's actually safer to do it from the other side, but I've only ever done it from the other side. Like, on the downward slope, not the upwards one. Go back to the spider. I think this is like one of the coolest thing in Black Ops 3 Zombies, in my opinion. Like the spiders then, and how like this is like where they make the Widow's Wine, and you can drink the Widow's Wine for free. That's like a 5th perk. I think that's cool. Vines that are attached to Takeo, and he's in a jail cell under the bunker, right? And okay, spider. You start the boss fight by shooting his first tentacle. I'm gonna call him tentacles. And then he goes like, "Roar," and then he retracts it. And then you basically run laps until he's vulnerable again. You shoot it. You do it like 3-4 times. So, yeah, I'm speeding it up because, yeah. And this is the second time I did it solo. The first time I didn't record it because I didn't know I'd be making this video. I did this on a whim. It was like 2 a.m. and I was like, I'm so bored. I have nothing to do. It's the middle of summer. Black Ops 3 5 Easter egg video. And I get to talk over it and say some bullshit and you guys can watch it. By you guys, I mean like 10 people. But those 10 people are real. Anyway. The first time I did this, I was having so much trouble with like the bullet part and like shooting down the plane. So I in plain sight here just to kill these guys for some reason. But anyway, the first time I did it, I poured water three times, the blue water 3 times to try to get the bullet, and it took me I think 7 or 8 blue watered pods to get the bullet. Like I just couldn't get it to drop. So it was like round 26 or something ridiculous. Alright, it's round 26 here, but it was like round 27, 28. And then I got one of the regen pods that you can get from the blue water, and it spawns a human in a pod. And whenever you're solo and you don't have quick revive, you down like you have quick revive, right? And then you bleed out and then you respawn in that pod with the items you had when you planted it. I don't know if that makes sense, but I don't know, it was crazy. Anyway, here I shoot the last thing. Screen goes like no UI. And then Takeo's here. This cutscene was super laggy, so I just cut it at like 1 frame that looked kind of interesting or cool when they're like back to back. And okay, I kicked my desk a little bit. All right, let me try to. All right, boom, boom. I cut it right there. It's this map. It's cool. It's chill. I think, in my opinion, the super popular. Okay, it ended anyway. The super popular like zombies content creators like back in the day when everybody like used to play zombies like a lot. I think they brainwashed everybody into believing that the bad maps were just bad because they said so. Like Zetsuba, nobody likes that map. Like at the time, but now if like you go back, people are like, oh well, yeah, it was pretty good. Like, you know, looking back on it. But I mean, it wasn't a great map, but it wasn't as bad as people, you know, made it out to be, in my opinion. I had fun doing it. It was an easy Easter egg. There's nothing like hard about it. It's just getting 3 wheels, and the steps are pretty straightforward. 2 of the wheels are like literally free. Like one of them you just need a gobble gum, and you know the other one you just grow a plant. Boom, you get a bullet, shoot it down. Yeah, it's nothing too hard about that one. Gorod Krovi, 4th map. I guess if you're not including DLC. We start off, boom, the creation of all time. There's like a nice little portal. We fall through because in the ending of Zetsubo, that happens. Just something I don't really know. Anyway, round 1. I think this map is really good. Objectively. Subjectively, I don't really like the map. I don't like the Easter egg steps. I think some of them are super obnoxious. And they're just like why am I doing this? So you have to shoot. You don't have to shoot 6 trophies, but you have to get 6 trophies, and one of them, like right here, is easy. You just shoot it, boom. Because I don't want to do it later. You need these command cylinders, and they're color coded. So I do it at the dragon command, which is blue, the blue cylinder. So they only spawn once you turn on the power, I believe. So I get the Bowie knife because Bowie knife on top. You get 130 points instead of like 50 or 60 or whatever how much you get normally getting a kill with a gun. Shoot down that, get a bunch of melee kills here. Modules in 3 different places. So 1 in the supply depot, 1 in Dragon Command, and 1 at the tank factory. Fire scorches the area, so I can't melee them here, unfortunately. So I gotta RK5 them. Also, I'm holding my mic like a goddamn news anchor. This my actual stand is right here. But that's boring if I talk to it like this, like a streamer mode, you know? So I like holding it. It gives me more hand freedom. I'm expressive, I think. A department store, that's what it's called. So now we get all 3 little nodes for the Pack-a-Punch. Anyway, I put the nodes in there. Go up. Anyway, I call the dragon for 500. This is another really cool part of the map. You get like you can ride a dragon. The dragons look really cool. I like aesthetics of this map. I think it's really cool. It's like Stalingrad, and it's like during the war, the Great War, whatever they're doing here. And there's like a bunch of explosives. There's dragons. There's a Origins robot. I know that's not what they're called, but that's what I know the robot from Origins. And I don't know, it's just like a cool map. You know, you don't really see huge zombies and dragons and wars in the same map like ever. So some interesting maneuvers there.
Do you understand?
Oh, my friend Leo, he joins the call here, and I didn't hear him join, so I just heard some random dude saying, "Are you serious right now?"
Every fucking
day. I think he's mocking his mom, because his mom yells at him a lot.
No talking in
I mean, he says no talking and free stuff, which is a channel in the Discord server. And I'm just like, bro, who is this guy?
He's on the toilet.
He's on the toilet with his camera on during this ordeal. Anyway, pop the heads up then. Boom, boom, pop the head. Get the max ammo. And then I can get the dragon strike, which is used for one thing. The whole Easter egg. And it's just to get a get a trophy. So I shoot the egg, pick up the egg. To get another trophy, I have to shoot a red light under here. And it's gonna make like a toilet flood. And the trophy comes out of the toilet. So now I'm doing the challenges. I have to kill zombies, like scorched zombies. Actually, first, sorry. You place the egg, and the dragon breathes on the egg. So it's like warm. I don't know, it incubates it or something. And then you need to do the challenges after. But this one, you need to activate that trap. And then when the trap is done, something from the floor like blows up and you can get another trophy. I didn't show every trophy, I don't think. I think I showed like 5 out of the 6. Oh, boom, get that. I thought they would be a lot easier to kill. Get the final shield piece. Like even with double tap, like they take like a whole VMP mag to kill sometimes. It's crazy. So the second challenge is kill scorched zombies right here. When you take out the shield, you take no fire damage. So I do that. I don't know if you can get the twofer here, if you can get collateral scorched zombie kills. Like so it fills up faster, but I did that anyway because SVG one taps. So then I press tab in the bottom right. Boom. It's like 2/3. So now I get the collateral kills. And it's like 3/4. I don't know why it fills up weird. But now you need shield kills, and you know, one horde kills them all. If you get like 10 kills, there's a nice little Mateus over here. That's what we're gonna call him. I missed my shot. He ate that one. I don't know what's going on. I think in multiplayer, if you shoot them packed, they can res your teammate. I think. I don't know if that's just the ballistic knives or if it's also the shadow claws here. But I try to use them because I got them from the box. They look cool. It takes both of the mags from the shadow claws to actually kill a zombie. It's insane. It's terrible with double tap on round 11. So that's fun. Anyways, I get the toilet that we activated to get the trophy. Shaboing. Then you have to start the generator and incubate the egg. Generator is for this one step. It's like the right there. I was looking all over for this. I didn't know there was a spawn up here for that. So you can use a website to turn the dials in a specific order. I don't know how people find this out, like without guides or whatever. I also still need the Mark 3s. So before the Dragon leaves, I'm like, alright, let me hit it once, and then I'll go on the Dragon. And then luckily, I get, boom, the Mark 3s. The Mark 3s aren't that good. Like, later rounds, they do, they only slow. They, like, do no damage. But that's like round 50 plus. You're not getting to round 50 if you're doing the Easter egg. That's like a waste of time. So activate the generator again. You try to get the code cylinder, I think it's called. So I opened this nice little bridge for 500, which is ridiculous. Why do you have to pay to use that every time? Anyways, it drops. Oh, I'm so hungry. Side note, you have to type in Chronos here. I don't know how people find that out either. Like, that's insane. But it's probably in like the lore or whatever. I get cornered here. I get a red screen almost down. I turn. He hits my shield. Anyways, Chronos. Boom, S. So now I confirm. Screen turns white. The zombies die. She has like some dialogue or whatever, which is interesting. So I place the trophies and I'm like, alright, I only got 3. So I have to look up where the other ones are because I don't really remember. So you have to hit this window and you have to. This is the Dragon Strike. This is the only thing you use it for. You Dragon Strike that little pond. And here I'm looking like a dumbass. So if you take each of one of the 3 dragons to the Pack-a-Punch, you can get Dragon Wings, which reduces your damage taken by fire. But that's only available around 14 plus. So I didn't know that. Anyways, I got the Gauntlet here of Siegfried. I think this is my favorite specialist weapon. It's cool. You have like a little dragon. Anyways, you punch that. That's the final trophy. Put that guy in the thing. This one took me a few rounds, so I'm not gonna lie to you. So much stuff going on. There's like dragon fire and all that. I hit the box for something, and I got the PP. I love the PP. I try to do this again. I should have probably packed this and not looking back on it, but whatever. I shot his arm off. This step took me a while. It took me like 2 rounds, but you know, he's walking behind me, and everything that you have to escort, you have to take it back to Sophia, and she takes it, and like I don't know, she does like some sacrifice. And the second one is the bomb step. This one is infamous. So I record it. I was gonna write it down on like a notepad, but it went so fast, so I just went back and I did the clip. So now, boom, I just diffuse all of the things. And if you diffuse the wrong one, it instantly kills you. And if you don't have quick revive, your game ends. So luckily I got it all right. Double check. This one is super easy. This is like not even a challenge. And if you have the Mark 3s at least. So you just, you know, when they get close, you go boom with one of them, and then you go boom with the other. It creates that little hole of suction. And you just defend this Grov pod. And as soon as the pod is ended, you send out your little dragon guy. He picks up a can of sardines for you. Actually, I don't know what that is. But you put the sardines into Sophia, and Scream will flash, zombies die. She does some dialogue every time with the trophies. This one also took me a little bit. I just couldn't find a spawn. This is why the Mark 3s are really good. You can get trapped in a corner, you shoot one of them, shoot the other, and it kills like everything. At least on the lower rounds. But anyway, I finally found him. He's down here in this basement. You only have to shoot him once. The video said keep shooting him, so I kept shooting him. You shoot him 3 times, like in 3 different locations. And that's the end of that step, which is, it's pretty easy. I say the only one that's like a little bit hard is the Valkyrie one, because you can't use lethal force because you can also kill the Valkyrie when you're escorting him. So I do that, and I think this one is gonna be the Valkyrie if I'm, yeah. So you get the Valkyrie here. The first time I messed up, you can't create purple vacuums like that because it will instantly kill the Valkyrie, so you'd like disintegrated. So you can only use the left click, the orange portal, to slow them. So the zombies will get slowed and they can't hit you. I thought they attacked the Valkyrie. I thought that's why you were escorting it, so the Valkyrie doesn't die by the zombies. But you just, they don't give 2 shits about the Valkyrie. They just care about you. Here, I was about to pop the gobble pizza. Anyways, he's stuck. I walk up to him. Boom, he's good. I don't have speed cola, which is an issue. Again, I'm trapped here. The Mark III just, I had to reload. It would have killed him if I shot that to make the purple portal. If I shot the orange portal with the right ray gun to make the purple portal. But I use a gobble gum anyway. This one, I don't know why I just didn't use the ray gun. There's a max ammo there anyway. But this guy literally shits on me. He double taps me like that. I didn't even know they could double swipe you. Like the Mateus. So I put my thinking cap on. I'm like, which gun is better? The ray gun packed or the PPSH packed? So I'm like, alright, well, let me just use the ray gun. The ray gun like shits on them. I made like 2 taps, 1 tap headshots. So I finished the progress here. I'd be pretty angry if I died here. It's around 28. This is like the last step to the Easter egg before the boss fight. Probably spent like 2 hours already in this, an hour and a half. Anyway, boom. Put the floppy disk in her. I get the power core. I have to deliver this power core to Nikolai because in the beginning cutscene, a dragon lifts him up and it throws him into a building and he does no more power. So I bring the power core to him and he has some dialogue. He's like, oh my god, thank you. So anyways, I get this max ammo, dog round, Valkyrie round, whatever. Sophia does some dialogue and then she goes into the sky. She goes like, whoosh. There she goes. It's like a help me help you situation, so she helps us right here. Sends us to the boss fight. I didn't know you had to press this button. I actually had to look up a video because the boss fight just was not starting. So I think this is a really cool cinematic scene. That sounds nerdy as shit, but whatever. The Origins robot, he like breaks some rubble on Nikolai so he can get free from his rubble, whatever. He helps us. He's like super drunk right now because that's like Nikolai's character. That's his ultimate self, Ultimus, the younger version. He's like super drunk, and he helps us by like he weakens the dragon with his spear. It looks pretty cool. I think this is one of the best boss fights for sure. And you use the Pack-a-Punch Mark III. It has to be packed to shoot the weak spots on the dragon. You do that 3 times, 4 times. And then he shoots his neck. And then, you know, you shoot his neck. Shaboom, shaboom. Shabbat shalom. He does that. You, like, need the shield for this part. He, like, ignites the whole arena. Anyways, he blows up. Really cool. Chunks flying everywhere. Nice dragon meat. And then we try to convince Nikolai here that he needs to kill himself for the greater good because we need him in the soul orb. But who's doing that? Like, why would you do that? So this is weird, like, first-person scene where I think I'm playing as Take or something. He goes like, you'll see. It's like, it's weird. I don't know why he does that, but it's interesting first person. This boss fight is so easy. You pop this gobblegum and he can't hit you. I don't know why it's coded like this. Like, he's coded like a zombie AI. So you just shoot the left side, the right side, and then the left power core, the right power core, and then you shoot his, like, the chin area. Right here, I shoot the right power core, and then it's broken. I'm still shooting. I don't know why, but I shoot the middle one. It literally takes one or two ray gun Mark III bullets. It's crazy. So you kill him, and then there's the cutscene that plays, obviously. I speed it up because it's kind of boring. He's just talking to him, and he's like, for the greater good, stop drinking and die so we can sacrifice yourself. Then he's like, some things are forgotten forever. Ah! And then he shoots him, and then Primus Nikolai, the older one, takes a shotgun and he blasts the shit out of him. So yeah, that's the bodies getting sucked up. You get a Perkaholic, I believe. Yeah, there you go. You get Perkaholic. Again, I don't use it because I don't like high rounding. I think it gets boring really fast, especially on this map. This map is tight.
Searching out really just the right versions of you.
So I down myself.
The ones who held the key to closing off the...
But the next one, Revelations, I was taking the piss during Revelations, I'm not gonna lie. That one took me a while. Actually, I died on the boss fight. After 2 hours and 40 minutes, I was pissed as hell. It was like 1 a.m., 2 a.m., and I was just like, I'm not doing this again. But I did do it again because the video would be lying if I didn't, you know? Revelations, a lot of people didn't like this one when it came out either, but I think it's chill, it's cool. I think it was executed fine. It's kind of hard to like you have the vision like for every map. Let's have every map in one map. But I think they did a good job. The Apothecary eats the Pack-a-Punch gulp. I think he's like definitely one of the coolest parts in this whole map. So to start this Easter egg, you know, 2, 3, 1, 4 on the tombstones in order of the characters dying, which is interesting. I get a bug round super early, so I just decide to do the keeper step because the zombies target him usually during a normal zombie round, but the dogs or the flies, they don't. I get jug. Boom, 100 points. Build the shield round 7, nice and early here. That's a challenge apparently. I don't know. So you have to snare the Apothecon with the death rays from the second map, Der Eisendrache. This part was also pretty cool, you know, going inside the Apothecon. He swallows you, gulp. You shoot these 3 things that are connecting the Pack-a-Punch. Then he has a runny butt and he poops out the Pack-a-Punch. Apothecon Servant around 8. That's pretty good for me. I have awful luck with this. So anyways, I have to shoot these 5 like blue slabs to upgrade the Apothecon Servant into the S-Tomb Oth, it's called on the bottom right. I don't know why people call it the Apothecon Servant. I don't know if it's probably just like a nickname, but anyways, I Pack-a-Punch it. The S-Tomb Oth. Get that. Round 10 I get Little Arnie's, which is insane. Because every time prior to this attempt I tried to do the Easter egg, I'd be on round 20 with just the Thunder Gun or some shit. Like, it was so hard for me to get everything. Anyways, you have to throw these Little Arnie's into 9 different holes. And you just have to pray that you get a max ammo after the Margwa spawn. So you throw the 3 Little Arnie's in 3 holes and 3 Margwa spawn. I've never gotten a max ammo from these. I always get double insta kill, double nuke, fire sale, like whatever. I'll never get a max ammo. People that I was watching, they're like, oh yeah, you'll get a max ammo for sure. And I never got one. So I had to go back to the reward box for building the shield. And I got the max ammo here. So, you know, 3 more holes here. Boom, boom, boom. And I get a double fire sale. Like, it's crazy. So again, you know, boom. 1, 2, 3. And I get the reel. I kill the Margwas. Put that reel in Origins. This step is also insane. I don't know how people figure this shit out. But you have to shoot these like tiny little rocks. And you have to suck it up with the Apothecary Servant. And you'll know when you break it because it makes like a little like porcelain cracking sound. That's the only reason like I got some of these. Just off audio cues because they're so tiny. But the one in Shangri-La right here, you can actually see it. It's like a tiny meteor looking rock and the skull floats up. And then you shoot the body of all the bones here. Then you shoot the actual, like, the flesh body. And I think that's Sophia's body, if she was going to become zombified. And then you have to shoot all of these, the turrets in these, like, crystals that are around the map in every single power station. Nice and dandy, boom. And then you interact with Sophia. I think the body, the zombified body was supposed to be Sophia in another, like, she was supposed to be zombified, but Maxis saved her, and he made her into a robot instead. And Sophia is Dr. Maxis's assistant in the lore. That is something for sure. Anyway, you go into Samantha's room right here. I always think going into these little rooms is cool. You know, it's right behind the spawn door. There's a Tommy gun wall buy decoration that you can't actually wall buy. So I pick up the Morello Namicon Chronorium. And 4 different eggs spawn in 4 different locations, so I just get the eggs here. Boom, the one soaking in the fire. And then you place them right here. Right here. You just place them in all the different spots. And to charge the egg, you need 10 zombie kills per egg, I believe. So I just use the sucky gun, boom. And then I take the little worms. I get super lucky here. I go 4 for 4. And just the locations that I know. So this one goes to Mob of the Dead. They drop a Rune of Creation that you will need for to get to the boss fight. The first stage of the boss fight, at least. Yeah, you know, get the other 2. I just went to the locations that I knew, and thankfully they were all there. So I didn't really have to look up the video. It also makes like a beeping, like, sonar noise the closer you are to it. So it's not like impossible to find. So boom, go to the Primus statue. That's the last rune, I do believe. And then I try to hit for the Thunder gun, but I get the Rift E9, and this is crazy. I've never had this happen to me. I shoot one, like, bullet of the Rift E9, and usually it's a 2-round burst gun, but it shoots 1 bullet. And I can't ADS, I can't sprint, I can't wall buy, I can't prone, I can't do shit. So, I've never had this glitch happen, so I'm like, whatever. If I down, it'll fix the glitch probably. So, I down here. I still have the Rift E9 when I'm down, which is really bad, it's concerning. But then I get the MR6 packed, I get Death and Taxes, which is good. The glitch finished. I have no idea why that happened. I was so pissed. I down there because it's a stupid down. Should have had my gun out. But it's alright. It's whatever. I get the Thunder gun around 26. That's my first Thunder gun. That was insane. I usually don't wait that long to get the Thunder gun. But I pack it here. Boom. Zeus cannon. So now I'm training here. I get my perk, the free one from the box after doing the challenge. I get Electric Chair. So now I go into the boss fight because I have the Zeus cannon. You absolutely need the Thunder gun. You don't have to, but it makes it way easier. So now for this step, you have to look at these pages. And the pages are super glitchy. Like they'll fold in on each other. And they're hard to read, so I had to like kind of guess on one of the symbols. Thankfully I got it. I like make sure triple check here. This is the right symbol, so I put it in. Screen turns white and the Shadow Man gives some dialogue. And you have to fight every elemental, 2 of every elemental Margwa. Which is nice and cool there. It's not too hard with the Zeus cannon. It one taps the heads. You can one tap or not one tap, you can kill them in like 3 successive shots with the Zeus cannon. But I didn't do that. Because I just did not do that. Anyways, this one, it's like floor is lava pretty much. This one, the floor is literally lava. There's like a bunch of fire everywhere. Yeah, I just finish off these guys. Screen turns white when you kill both of the Margwas. And then the summoning key falls. And this is where this is like the hardest part, I swear. Getting the summoning orb to not glitch out. So you have to hit it in like 6, 7 different locations or whatever. 5 maybe. So the first part is the Kino der Toten chandelier. It's like one staple of every map. Boom, the Horizon Drag Clock. The ball is bugged so many times. You have to melee right before you enter so the ball doesn't drop out of your hands and fall to the bottom of the map. So, I don't know why I cut out me getting the Shangri-La one, but okay, I didn't. There's the Shangri-La one, the Mob one, the Origins. And I did the Knocked Barrel, but you can't see it because I cut it out. But I get in plain sight. I want to set myself up for the boss fight here because I downed on the boss fight and I don't want to down again. Right? So I get that one. And I have 7 shots in the Zeus cannon here. So I'm like, that's not enough. Right? And I want to be extra safe. So I also pick up this. Yeah, you can read it. It gives you like a better Juggernog. So instead of downing on 5, you down on 6. And then I spin the box. I get my second Thunder Gun on round 32. I also get the Dingo because the Dingo is just good for the Shadow Man, like shooting him and getting him into the spot that you want him to be. So I get that. Boom, I get the Thunder Gun packed as well. I get Fireworks here. Thankfully it's not turned because turned is, as we know, it's dog shit. So I get the packed Thunder Gun. I get the best camo on it. Enter the teleporter here, fresh shield. I have 1 in plain sight, which is, it's enough. I get the extra jug. I got all this stuff. I'm super set up. And, you know, to start this, you press F on the, this little holder and it places the summoning key. You get 10 zombie kills. It charges the key. You throw the key at that blue orb right there, which is Sophia. Then Sophia destroys the Shadow Man's shield, just like the Apothecons and Shadows of Evil. And then, yeah, you just shoot the Shadow Man. You place him in the Apothecon's mouth. Then you press F on the Morello Namicon Chronorium. And then that's the Easter egg. Then you get 1,000,000 XP if it's your first time completing it. And if it's your second time or anything after the first, you get 20,000, which is, yeah, it's a little less, but it's alright. So I'll just play the whole boss fight here just so you can see it. I beat it pretty fast this time, but I don't know, just so you can see like an uncut version while I talk my ass off here. I think it's time for story time. Everybody loves story time. Let's see what we got here. So this one guy in my freshman year of high school in my French class, his name was, I'm name dropping again. His name was Jack Rose. I thought he was okay. He was just a guy in my class, right? And this is like when Juice WRLD died, like the rapper. So he died, and a few days later, he thought it would be funny to say, everybody do the Juice WRLD, and he got down in the middle of class, I shit you not, and he just started like having a pretend seizure, and it was the hardest thing like to watch in my life. I got like secondhand embarrassment from this guy. It was terrible. And my friend that I met in freshman year, his name is Kardike. He had Yeezys that he would wear to school sometimes, and this one guy, I think his name was like Samuel or something, and he was a dickhead, bro. This guy, he was just weird. And I was listening to Kanye West one time in class, and he was like, "You listen to Kanye West? Oh my god!" Like, eat a dick, bro. Anyway, I would like look at his phone sometimes, like when he sat next to me, and this guy would follow like comic book Marvel pages. And I'm like, no way you're making fun of me for listening to Kanye West when you're the breathing nerd emoji. Anyway, I'm being mean. But long story short, he drew all over Kardike's Yeezys, and that's just like, why would you do that? You know? Like, you're spending 200 at least on a pair of Yeezys, and you have some dickhead drawing with a Sharpie marker on them. It was crazy. It was crazy. This other story, it was kind of crazy. I don't know if it was actually him, but this one time in elementary school, this one guy, he was like my best friend back then. His name was Keon, and he was like this slim black guy. He was really funny. I think he had ADHD or something, and on the bus one day, I was sitting next to him, and he was like, I at the time I didn't know he had Smarties, and he would like pop them in his mouth, and he was like, "Oh, this ADHD medicine is really good." And I was like, "Bro, stop! You're gonna OD." And he was like, "No, no, but they're really good." And he like started passing them out to people, and I was like, "Nah, he's like trolling." And I was like genuinely concerned, and he was like, "No, no, no, I'm kidding. It's Smarties." I was like, "Bruh." So years pass. I move. Obviously, I don't live in New Jersey anymore. So I live in Virginia, and we go on a field trip to, it's like a Jewish temple, or I have no idea why we're going to a Jewish temple, but I see in the crowd exactly, he looks exactly like Keon, bro. I swear on everything. And we look at each other and we both smile. I don't know where he is now. That might not even be him. Maybe it was just a guy that was smiley. Maybe it was a smiling guy. I thought that was really cool though, because like, I don't know. I just remembered Keon as soon as I saw that guy's face. Like it looked exactly like him. That's the Revelations Easter egg, by the way. 2 hours 27 minutes. I'd say an hour is just setup time. Like getting the Arnie's, the Margwa gun, the Apothicon Servant, getting the Thunder gun. I have to trade out the Apothicon Servant because it's ass in the final room. It's not that good. So I had to get the Dingo. Getting the Dingo was a little like annoying from the box. You just need a lot of box luck. You get really good box luck, you can do it like an hour easy. I did all these classic gums, you know. 4 liquid divinium, nothing insane. This is some like blooper shit. I got Thunder Gun around for insane. I was super set up here and I was like, yes! And then I get a big ol' fuck you from the servers. I get error coded. This is one of the attempts that I had. I completely bought out here. I throw the key at the Shadow Man instead of Sophia, like a guy. And I thought it was bugged. I'm 100% honest with you. I thought he just ate the summoning key like it was his job. I down here 2 hours and 50 minutes. I was livid, I'm not gonna lie. It was like 2. Final thoughts, closing thoughts. You know, if I had to rank the maps, I'd say Shadows of Evil, Revelations, Der Eisendrache, Gorod, Krovi, and Zetsubu. They're all like great. They're all good. There's nothing wrong with them, you know. But I think Revelations and Shadows of Evil, they just do it better. They just do it different. The Wonder Weapons are really cool. They're really good as well. Some of the best, like in all of Zombies, especially the Apothicon Servant. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with Zetsubo and Gorod Krovi. They're kind of just there for me. I don't really like one more than the other. I would probably rather play on Gorod with like a buddy, a friend. That's just how it is, you know. Not every map can be Origins level good, you know. But yeah, you know, I think people are asking, why is he playing Black Ops 3 Zombies with no profit incentive? Why am I playing this dead 8-year-old damn near game? Because I have no internet. I have really bad internet. This is the only game I can play without getting frequently disconnected. Even though I still do get disconnected in solo games, which is like unreal. I had to play offline for one of the Easter eggs because I was just not having it. I was not about to get to the boss fight and just get disconnected. That's unreal. But yeah. There's a Moon gameplay in the background with Pissy Pamper Slat, 18 Wheel Lover, and someone else. I forgot what the name was because I pressed tab too fast. That's kind of all there is to this. This is already a long ass video. If you made it this far, subscribe to Choice on YouTube. Big inspiration. Nobody does it like him, to be honest. Pissy Pamper Slat out.